What is up, humans of the cardboard? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got another Yu-Gi-Oh! Reveal video. This time we're looking at Victorica. This is the V-Jump promo for the OCG. Apparently it's a fairy support card. Apparently it's pretty nice. So let's take a look. Okay. This is the picture, which is awful. So I guess we'll just look at this. She's very cute, very waifu-y. Definitely a nice fairy waifu there. Victorica, the Angel of Courage. She is a light fairy effect monster. She's level 4 with 1400 attack, 800 defense, and both of her effects are hard once per turns each. The first effect reads, if this card is special summoned, you can special summon one level 5 or higher light monster from your hand. And if you do, you lose life points equal to that monster's original attack. Double the attack of the special summoned monster until the end of this turn. Okay? And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can banish one other fairy monster from your graveyard, all as cost, then add one fairy monster with the same level as the banished monster from your deck to your hand. All right, so a couple things going on here. First effect, if it is special summon. So the one thing I will say out of everything is it does not summon itself, okay? So you do need to be playing this in a strategy that's going to be able to get this out, because normal summoning it doesn't seem like the best way to go. But if you have a strategy that can get this special summoned out, you can special summon a level 5 or higher light from the hand. By the way, that's any light monster, not even fairies. Technically, this is a fairy support card, but that effect is only lights. Some of the things that makes me think of is like Archlord Christia, I think is a pretty good one there. Because Archlord Christia just beats like 85% of the decks in the game, which is crazy. But yep, that would be really cool if you could do a combo with that. You will take life points, which is obviously a downside, but because there are some busted cards like Christia, it's still pretty good, right? Doubling the attack is nice. If it's not turn 1, you can obviously push for a little more damage as you go, which is pretty cool. And the second effect is also really nice. If this card is destroyed, what I like is this is destroyed, period, which means it's not relying on your opponent fully. You could play a deck that pops your own cards to then get advantage, and then this card gets you advantage if you pop it. But you do have to banish another fairy in the grave and then add a fairy with the same level. So just keep that in mind. It needs to be a deck that does play some like-leveled fairies and work out that way. But I honestly think it's a fine card. I don't think it doesn't ring to me as like broken for fairies, as like an extender or just like a generic support card for them. But I do think there could definitely be a place for this. We'll see what happens. I honestly don't know off the top of my head what fairy decks would want to try and abuse this the most. I don't know if any fairy decks generically pop their own cards easily, and I don't know if there are any fairy decks that can pull like any fairy out of the hand via special summon. Just off the top of my head though, so maybe there is. I just don't know off the top of my head. But still a really nice card, honestly. I'll take it because I like that Konami's been doing this. They have been doing these. They're not all bangers, they're not all home runs, but they have been making some somewhat generic support cards in these V-Jump slots, which is way better than us just getting like something that's just like so specific and doesn't do anything. I like when they make it a little bit generic, and maybe it's a card that maybe right now might not be insane, but maybe down the line if we get a new fairy archetype that seems to really synergize with it, or whatever, like they may revamp an older fairy archetype and give it stuff that makes this card work really well in it, then we could be looking at something really cool. But until then, cool, like I'll take it. I'm not complaining. So I'm curious what you guys think. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below. One, if you know any specific synergies this card will have with like already existing fairy stuff or light stuff, I guess, with the first effect. Definitely would be curious to hear about that, because I honestly don't know off the top of my head. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research after this video and see what's going on there. So let me know if there's any specific mishmashes you think would work there. And just overall thoughts on the card. It's pretty cool. We'll get it imported at some point. This is an OCG V-Jump promo, not a TCG one. We don't do them anymore. But yeah. Cool. That's going to do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all Yu-Gi-Oh! Card reveals and news and stuff like that. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.